Welcome back, folks. The installation script has finished, and I want to draw your attention to the fact that the last thing it does is display a list of the PCI devices in your computer. And this is important because you need to know the PCI bus coordinates of the device that you wish to test. And in my case, on this system, this Samsung drive is the NVMe drive that we're going to test with our two test programs, and it happens to be located at bus device function 100. So let's remember those coordinates as we head over to where the software is installed. Moving up a level, let's just take a look. We are still in the installation directory, rather, and here we go. The software was installed into this folder called HPS underneath Home Don. You'll recall that /home/Don was the example folder that I used when I ran the installation script, and HPS is where the software was installed. So let's go there, and let's take a look at what we have. We're going to go to the code itself. And going into one more level of directories, we find the QRWT program. So let's go there and let's run that program. There we go. The program itself is called NVMe QRWT. So NVMe QRWT is the name of the program. And you might recall that we need to provide the bus device function coordinates. So this is what happens if you don't do that. So now let's provide 1:0:0 as the argument and run the program again. This is what it should look like when the program comes up. And you'll notice that we are running in evaluation mode, and that's intentional. I will be covering the licensing process in a future video, but for now, if you just download the software and run it, this is the way it will work. In evaluation mode, some features are turned off or inhibited. For example, the number of active queues is limited to only 8 in evaluation mode. And also, you do not have the ability to run scripts, which is a very powerful feature of our software. So in the next video, we will be covering the licensing topics that allow you to unlock these more advanced features. But for now, at least, you're able to see the software running correctly in evaluation mode, targeting this particular Samsung drive that's in my system. So I just hit the escape key to stop that program. Going up a level, then going over to the test program. We'll do something similar here. NVMe test 1:0:0. We'll run the program. And again, you'll note that it's running in evaluation mode, which is intentional, and the program is up. There are many, many commands that can be used at this point, and a complete coverage of all those commands is beyond the scope of this simple tutorial video, but just a couple that you might want to try would be the ID command, and here we're going to ID the namespace, and there we go, folks. So that's it for NVMe test. I type the quit command, and that concludes the demo of running the programs. There is one last thing I'd like to mention before concluding this video, and I want you to be aware that if you power your system down and power it back up, you are going to have to run the setup script. And this is described in great detail in the readme.txt file, but I just want to show you where that is. If you were to boot your computer up, you would have to go to this directory, SPDK, and then go to the SPDK in lowercase, and then go to the scripts directory, and then run the setup script. That is a necessary step that you will need to do if you power your computer down, or if you simply reboot it. Do a warm reboot. Any reboot, a warm reboot or a cold reboot, requires you to go ahead and run the setup script, and then you will be able to run the programs like I just showed you a moment ago. That concludes this video. Thank you very much for your time.